I have been on 9 international mission trips, and the transition from mission field to America is always jarring. But there's one thing I've noticed that always helps ease that transition every single time. Hi, hello there. My name is Amanda. I'm a short-term missionary and a mom, and I just got back from El Salvador, and it was awesome. So I've been on 9 international mission trips. I've been to South Africa a few times. I've been to Togo, West Africa. I have been to Honduras a few times, and now I've been to El Salvador 4 separate times. Even though I've been on 9 international trips, the transition from going from the mission field to back to regular life here in America is definitely a difficult one. When you're on the mission field, God is stretching you, He is growing you, He is changing you, He's revealing things to you and showing Himself to you in ways that aren't necessarily possible when you're back in your normal everyday. So when you go home, go back to that normal life, your everyday living, the people around you aren't changed, they aren't grown, they aren't stretched. They're where they were, and they almost expect you to be where you were before you left the trip, but you're different. And you might feel this frustration inside of you. At least that's what I've felt in the past. I've been frustrated and I've been angry, and I've looked at these individuals in my life and I've looked at the culture of my country and say, you don't get it. There are people who are accepting God, that are growing, that are changing their lives, that are changing the lives of their families and their relationships. And you're here worrying about social media trends and the gossip on celebrities. It feels very frivolous. You can get stuck in that frustration and start to isolate yourself from the community that got you to the mission field to begin with. And that kind of jeopardizes future trips, but it also jeopardizes those relationships that you did build, that community that you did invest in. So how do you avoid that frustration and anger and show them compassion and grace? Well, you need to debrief after your trip. What I mean by debrief is get together with the people that you went on the trip with and you talk to them and you express how you're feeling, because they're probably feeling it too. When you keep it bottled up, it kind of comes out in really negative ways, and it doesn't allow people to really see what God did on your trip. They just see a frustrated, angry, holier than thou person. But really, you're just someone who wants people to experience what you've experienced. And it's okay to feel those feelings. There's nothing wrong with being frustrated. It's okay to be frustrated when you've seen the world beyond what our culture has given us. It's important to remember that they didn't go on the trip with you. The entire American culture did not travel with you to another country to spread the gospel. You have a conversation. You talk with people who have been on the mission field with you, specifically people who went on your trip. You tell them what you're feeling. You tell them the good, the bad, the ugly, everything. As you're telling them, you're able to get it out and put it out there, and then they can pray with you. They can help you work through those feelings. Because if you keep it bottled up, you're probably going to explode on someone, and that doesn't help anybody. So it's important, vitally important for the trip to talk about the trip once it's over. You have to discuss the good things of the trip. You have to discuss the bad things of the trip. You have to discuss those ugly feelings inside of you coming home from the trip. And debriefing helps you work through those feelings and also discuss what you can do next time to make the trip better. It helps you prepare for the next trip, as well as to prepare how are you going to talk to others about your trip. You might not even have a way to describe what you're going through to the individuals that didn't go on the trip, but you want to tell them. By discussing it with your team after the trip, you can really relive those parts of the trip that were the most vital to you and your relationship with God and what God is doing in that country. Then you can relay that information to those that supported you. You can tell them, hey, this is awesome. I did this great thing because of you. And then you foster community and you build upon what God is already doing, and you can continue to pray for that country as well as for those individuals in your life. So please don't skip the debrief. Don't think that the trip is over and it's done and you don't have to worry about it. Please make time to meet up with your team, even if you have to do it through Zoom, but just talk to those on your trip about your trip, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. I love talking about things that make my experience better and helping other people have a better experience. And I don't know if I could really do mission trips without a chance to talk about the trip with my teammates after the trip. So I really hope that this encourages you and that you are able to go on a trip and feel that you can talk about the trip after it. If you have any really cool stories about going on a trip and being able to share that experience with someone after the trip, leave that below. I would love to hear those really cool, interesting, and creative ways that you talk about the trip once you're home. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.